Okay, but Tony.
I've started recording. You are still there.
Tony.
Good evening once again. Group 20 giving their presentation. My name is Tony Otim and presenting on behalf of Group 20. And the task at hand is a group coursework under project procurement management. And here we have the list of members: Tony, Oliver, Peter, and Walter. However, Walter is being faced with network challenge. Below here, we have the name of our organization, which is a Rural and Socio-Economic Transformation Agency, Rosetta, Uganda. And I will ask Oliver to take us through the background of the organization, the department, the goal, and objective in brief. Then Simon takes over. Oliver, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening. Rosetta was founded in 2003 in Norway. It is a leading organization with a specific expertise in forced displacement. Rosetta supports displaced persons in becoming self-reliant and included into hosting societies. Rosetta also supports displaced persons in water, sanitation, and hygiene components. It also works with civil society and responsible authorities to promote protection of rights and peaceful coexistence. Our department is water, sanitation, and hygiene, which is the WASH department. And our goal as a department is improved hygiene and sanitation practices. The objectives are to increase access to clean and safe drinking water in refugee settlements, to reduce the prevalence of waterborne disease in refugee settlements, to reduce open defecation in refugee settlements, and to increase awareness on safe waste disposal in the refugee settlements. Over to you, Simon Peter.
Simon, take us through the activities in summary.
Thank you so much. The activities. All right, thank you, members. We have 7 activities that we will put in place to accomplish the objectives. Number 1 is construction of boreholes. The second one is formation and training of water user committees. Number 3 is construction of household pit latrines. Number 4 is installation of hand washing facilities. Number 5 is triggering of communities using the CLTS approach, which is community-led total sanitation. Then we have follow-up and monitoring of the triggered communities. Lastly, among the activities, we have conducting hygiene and sanitation campaigns.
Yes.
Tony, can you move up?
Resources.
So we are linking up these inputs to the resources, as indicated in the table. Number 1, borehole construction is an activity. The resources that will be required is a contractor. Number 2, under formation and training of water user committees, the inputs or resources required are training materials. We have meals and refreshment for the training period, biscuits, and all that is required. The third activity is construction of household pit latrines. The resources needed are digging kits that includes the hose, pickaxe, spade, wheels, buckets, ropes, etc. Then we have wall construction materials, plus all that is required for that. And the third activity is construction of pit latrines. We have digging kits, we have wall construction materials, we have floor construction, and we have enclosure. The fourth one is installation of hand washing facilities. The inputs required is hand washing station with soap, stroke ash, buckets, poles, metallic stand. Activity 5, triggering of communities using the CLT approach. CLT, as I explained, is community-led total sanitation. This one, the resources that is required is ICE, materials, food staff, water, resources, and stroke facilitator. Activity 6 is follow up and the communities. The stroke resources are facilitation, transport, refreshments, and stationaries. The 7th activity is hygiene and sanitation campaigns. That is environmental and jerrycan cleaning campaigns at water sources and public places. Here, we also need ICE material, refreshment, PAS, which is public address system, transport, soap, hard brooms. When all these are put in place, we are sure that the objectives shall be met. Thank you. Back to you, Tony.
All right, let's move to the procurement planning itself. Under procurement planning, we have the same activities which we have discussed here, which we are going to look at into details. We have the activities column, we have the description of items to be procured column, we have the procurement category, we have quantity to be delivered, we have the unit estimated cost per unit, amount, and then the sources of funding. We have the budget holder, the time frame of delivery, location of delivery, the start of procurement, then the procurement type possibly going to be used for these goods to come in place. One, we are going to do borehole construction, and under items, we have described a number of things under borehole constructions as one thing, and the procurement category is works. We're going to construct 10 boreholes. Each cost 500 million, amount is 5 billion. The fund source of funding is USAID. The budget holder is the program manager, and we expect it to be done by 30th of October 2022. And the procurement type to be used here is the open domestic bidding. 2, we shall do formation and training of water user committee after the construction of the borehole is done, to make sure they manage the water sources. And we need some resources for the training to be done, which includes the handouts, the books, the pens, the markers, soda, biscuit, etc., as listed in the plan above. And the units and the quantity are based on what has been planned. The amount, the funding remains the same for all the activities you said, and the budget holder also remains the same as program manager was. The delivery dates differ as per activity, and then this will be done with direct procurement, since the organization already have some people pre-qualified. 3, we shall do construction of household pit latrine, and under the description of items, we have the major item listed, and they fall under goods. Their pieces, their quantity has been budgeted for, and then the amount, the funding remains the same. The delivery date is 5th of May 2022 at the field office, and the procurement will be initiated on the 1st of March 2022. Next, we shall do installation of hand washing facilities, which requires jerrycan poles and nylon ropes, which all falls under good, the procurement category. The quantity, the amount is as planned here in the procurement plan. Funding remains the same under USAID, and then the program manager wash. We need it delivered by 9th of May 2022, and under open domestic bidding. Triggering of the communities have IEC, that is information, education, and communication materials, mobilization of community assorted food for demonstration, Wenzori water, train facilitators for at least a period of 5 days. And the quantities as described and put above, and will be required by 28th of March. The 6th one is follow-up and monitoring of the triggered communities. The following items are needed for it to be effective: facilitation for the monitoring team, vehicle hire, soda, water, biscuit, lunch, They fall under different headings of services and goods. Then their quantity already planned, and the amount and the source of funding is available, being managed by the program manager. We need it by 16th of April 2022. And lastly, we are going to conduct hygiene and sanitation campaigns. We need IEC materials, we need public address system, we need the trained facilitators to conduct the training. We need vehicle hire for transportation, we need soda, we need water, we need lunch. All the quantities already planned. The procurement, we use direct procurement method, and the date required, they are all 16th of April 2022. With all these activities in place, we should be able to meet our objectives when it comes to direct implementation as per the required date. Then the issue of time, scope, and quality will be guaranteed. Thank you, members, for being attentive. That brings us to the end of our presentation for Group 20. Thank you.